Hey Bolo buddies, thanks for watching. So, vintage Pyrex has been a big thing talked about because of the listing that sold for a ton of money recently. And I will show you that listing here shortly. But first of all, I want to say, please don't see that Bolo and make the mistake that I made. So when I first started my Facebook Bolo group, I was searching Pyrex and I saw tons of solds for big money. And I was like, wow, I need to find some of that. So shortly after, I went to an estate sale and I found some vintage Pyrex and I was excited and I got it for like, I would say between $2 and $5 for each piece. And I thought, I was going to make some money. So I got home and I searched solds and my pieces were similar to this. Let me pull this up here. They were this brown with gold on it, and they had this pattern, and I had a brown one and I had a white one. As you can see, this one sold for $9.99, and this is not my listing. So let me scroll down here. Let's go to highest first, just so you can see on the high end what these sell for, like in mint condition. Okay, so this is kind of what I had. I had a white one and I think one of them had a lid and one did not, and one was chipped and they weren't in the greatest condition. So these look to be in pretty good condition, and they sold all three for $45 plus $12.99 shipping, which is pretty reasonable, but that may be based on their location and mine. So again, if you see this, don't get excited, because in my case, it was not a Bolo, and this is auction. Oh, sorry, I'm under all listings. This is the highest price sold. So these do not sell for a lot unless there's like a rare piece that maybe I don't know about. But just do your research. That's all I'm saying. That if you leave with nothing else from this video, just because you see a Bolo on a link or a channel, don't get super crazy excited, because you need to do your research. Everything is, it's all different, especially with Pyrex. The pieces are so different. Now look, this looks like the same one. So maybe, let me look at that. Maybe they didn't pay for it and the seller relisted it. And here it only sold for $22.79. So it went for even less. Let's see. Let's go in and, well, that says they're in Pennsylvania. So maybe that's just a common set. The other one was Indiana. So anyway, let's go in. And what made me decide to do this today is I saw a cool Pyrex listing, and it is new in the box. And this is the first one I have seen like this. Most of them are, just stacked on top of each other like these, That's what all the listings look like. You never see one that is new in the box. So I'm thinking, whoa, this is going to be huge. But I don't know if it's a popular print or if it's common or if it's rare. I know nothing about Pyrex, but I'm learning. But anyhow, they put the box as their main featured picture. I'm not sure I would have done the same. It is very cool that it has the box, but look how pretty this is. It's so pretty. And it has all of the stuff. Wow. I think I would have included one of those as my main pictures. However, it has 44 bids and 70 watchers. So it's still getting some looks, watchers, looks, I call it. And it has 7 hours left. So I'm thinking this one is going to get bid up. It's at $182.50. What are your thoughts? Comment below. Do you think if the seller would have featured maybe this photo or maybe even this one, they would have gotten more views? Or do you think it was a good idea to post a picture of the box in the first picture? I think that there's probably going to be different opinions from different people. But this lady said, or I shouldn't say lady, I don't know, it could be a man. This seller said that they found this in their grandmother's basement, and she never used it and received it as a gift. So it is brand new with the lids. Super cool. So if you're a Pyrex collector, comment below. Tell me, is this a valuable, rare item, or is this kind of more of a common item, but it's going to sell for more because it's new in the box with all of the packaging and manuals and lids and all of that good stuff. I'd love to hear your feedback. Help us learn. Help us learn. So I want to show you guys this listing that sold the other day. And people were saying that maybe it wasn't a legit listing and there's no way it sold for that much. And somebody posted in my Facebook group that a member of one of the Pyrex groups on Facebook was actually the buyer, which is very cool. So this is the piece. It sold for $6,700. Oh my goodness. Plus $150 shipping. Super, super cool. 61 bids. I mean, that is fantastic. Fantastic. So I love a good BOLO. Now, don't expect to find this one. It's super, super rare from what the feedback I am getting. But let's look at a few more that sold for a lot of money. So there's this one, Starburst. I mean, there are so many patterns and colors, but look at these prices. Look at these prices. It's amazing. So if you get lucky and find a really rare piece or one that is in high demand, or maybe even you just get lucky and find a piece that 2 people need and it gets bid up, I mean, that's always awesome also. I mean, you just never know. So here's some of the higher ones. Now, I do want to show you something else. Let's go to, I'm going to go into auctions, and I'm going to go into lowest price first, just to show you that not all Pyrex is a BOLO. I don't want you to leave this thinking any piece of Pyrex you find is going to be worth $1,000, $500, $300. It's really just kind of all over the place. So, I mean, I look at this and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty bowl. It only went for 99 cents. So, if you find a piece, definitely search solds. And if you don't know the name of it, Facebook groups are a great way to talk to other people. If you post a picture in a resellers group of the item, I can almost bet you that somebody is going to comment and tell you what that print is. That's what I did when I thought I had a BOLO and I had a no-go. I had a no-go, everybody. So, yeah, Facebook groups. Use those groups to talk to other people. There's Pyrex groups. You could join a group. Maybe those people are definitely going to be more knowledgeable and maybe more likely to have accurate information than just a regular resellers group. But there's some great groups out there, so be sure to check them all out. And if you want to join my Facebook BOLO group that I have, I post tons of links to listings that are not on my channel. It's kind of 2 separate things, but I post both things in my Facebook group. I'm going to go back to this one and just have it up while I finish talking here because it's super cool. Very pretty. It reminds me of Easter. Okay, so down below, I'm going to put the link to my Facebook group. And I am also going to put a link to this dish so you can go in and check it out. And I might post a couple more links down there for you guys to go in and look at different things. Also, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Click the alerts button. That'll alert you when I post new videos. And I'm going to keep bringing you more items to be on the lookout for. I hope you all are having an awesome day and that the rest of your day is awesome also. Have a great evening.